Hey there! Do you want to learn all about the function called IFERROR in Microsoft Excel? If yes, then this video is absolutely for you. Do watch it without the fail. In this video, I'm going to explain the easy steps to write the IFERROR function in Microsoft Excel. I will also take you through the complete steps in constructing the IFERROR function from scratch. And all this has been done using a very simple data which will be very easy to recreate and understand. And after learning, if you want to do the practice on the exercise worksheet, you can download that worksheet. You can grab it from the link given in the description of this video. So let's go ahead and learn the if error function. Hello everyone, welcome back to this Microsoft Excel tutorial journey with me on my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. This is session number 119 and we are learning the conditional function in Microsoft Excel. Alright, so we are going to take a look at one more if function, and this is going to be kind of bleed into the next section as we get into the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP and index in match functions. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick really quick, absolutely quick preview on the VLOOKUP because we are going to bring in the if error function to help us out. So I'm going to move over just one more worksheet here, and this is called the VLOOKUP function worksheet. Okay, and like I said, very quick review because in the next section we are going to get much more in depth into these VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP functions. Okay, so but here we are going to just talk about utilizing the if error function. So inside of here I have got again a simple table. Okay, and I have got some employee IDs, first name, last name, department and pay rate. Now the first name column, if I give Howard a double click, here it's using the VLOOKUP function. You can see the formula here at the formula bar as well. And like I said, we are going to talk about this one, and we are going to get much more in depth into this in the next section of this course. But the VLOOKUP is using the ID to find the first name inside of this master employee list. So if you see, this is the master employee list here. Okay, so this guy right here, it looks through the first column here, the employee ID, and if it finds it, then it returns the first name of the column back to me. So it first finds the employee ID and then search the first name from the column C, and if it gets the first name for that employee ID, it returns that value to me on this VLOOKUP function. Now the VLOOKUP is great, but what if it doesn't find a match? Like you have an employee ID and that doesn't exist in this master employee list. For example, like I have got these pound NAs, right? So it's returning error because these cells are empty, they are blank. Well, if I put something in there, let's say I want to just put here 100. Now employee ID 100 does not exist inside of this list, so it's just giving me back an error. Well, you know what, I don't like the errors. I don't like to see pound NAs, right? Pound values, pound div 0. I don't like to see that, right? So it's a legitimate error. It's not even really an error, it just can't find it. It just can't find the value. It can't find that ID, whether it's empty or something that doesn't exist, right? So what I want to do is, if the VLOOKUP returns an error, then I want to output something else instead of these hashtag or the pound NAs. I want to put some custom errors there. I want to say something like employee ID does not found, right? Something like that. So let me just delete out this 100 here first. Now what we are going to do is, I'm going to go up to C3, got Howard there, and I'm going to go up to the formula bar at the top of my screen, at the formula bar, just after just to the right of the equal sign here. I'm going to click there, and essentially what I'm going to do is bring in the if error function. and I'm going to nest the VLOOKUP within that function. Take a look. So I'm just going to say equals, which is already there, and I'm just going to type in if error. Okay, and I'm going to just open the parenthesis. So if error function has two arguments. If you see here, the first one is the value and the second one is the value if error. So I want to first know the value. What is it checking? Where is it going to look to see if it has an error? So in this case, our value is going to be the VLOOKUP. Okay, that function that's already there. And the second thing it wants to know is if there's an error, what do you want to say? So what's the next if there is an error, right? So here I'm going to just go to the right of this close parenthesis of the VLOOKUP. I'm going to just put comma here, and inside of quotes, double quotes, I'm just going to say employee ID not found. Close the quotes, then close the parenthesis. So now we got the equal, if error, open parenthesis, we got the function in there, the VLOOKUP that was already there, and then comma, employee ID not found. So this is actually the message I want to display if there is an error in the VLOOKUP. So then I'll just close the parenthesis. That's it. I'm just going to hit the enter key. So Howard still there, right? 1054, that's one exists, so it's returning the Howard, the proper value. But if I copy this down, we have now got employee ID not found instead of pound NAs, right? Where it doesn't find the specific ID. And now let's say if I put 100 back, so I still get the employee ID not found because that value is actually not there in the master employee list. Okay, but if it's an actual value that does exist, like I put 1054, which is already there in the row number 3. Let's say I just put here as well 1054 and just press enter, and it gives me back the Howard as a value. So if error, if there is an error in this, then give me this text as an error, employee ID not found. If there is no error, then just do your normal thing and give me back the proper result. That's it, right? This is your if error calculation. So this is the great one. We talked about templates earlier on this course. If you haven't watched that video, I provide the link for that video here at the top. I would recommend you to watch that as well. So this is great one to use in templates. Okay, you delete out all the data, you still get calculations there. And those calculations might give you errors because you have got no data in the worksheet. Okay, so use the if error function to replace the errors with something else. So that's what I wanted to talk about, the if error, and I wanted to teach you like how you can use this if error function in your Microsoft Excel. Alright, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and as I always say, if you're really liking this video and enjoying this journey, then please support me. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon and set it to all to get the latest content update on this channel. Alright, then we'll meet up in the next session. In case you have any questions, any concerns, then do let me know in the comment section of this video. Stay safe, have a great life, and take very good care of yourself.